Right guys, it's time to have a look at this new Warhammer 40k Dark Vengeance box set from GW. Gotta say I'm suitably impressed so far. Lovely box. Comes with some very nice artwork on it. There's a lot of nice artwork on the underside, which I'll show you in a minute. But this is the limited edition version, and without any further ado guys, let's have a look what's inside this bad boy. So you'll have to excuse me a minute while I move some of these things. Okay, naturally, obviously I've already had a look inside, and I opened the bases bag and they've managed to spill out just about everywhere when I moved the box. But basically you have all of the bases necessary for your models. They've all been pre-drilled as well, even the bike bases. Got a couple of holes in it, which makes assembly very simple, very quick. The usual standard bag of dice. We'll just put that to one side for the moment. And what we'll do is we'll have a quick look at the sprues, and then I'll move the camera in for a closer look. But obviously on this one you have the Chaos Cultists, some Dark Angels, Marines, and a couple of bikes, Terminators. Basically the models are spread throughout the sprue in no particular order. But yeah, beautiful stuff. We'll have a closer look, like I say, at those in a moment. And then of course you've got sprue number 2, same sort of loadout as the previous one. And yes, there's all the bases all over the place. And then we've got a lot of chaos stuff on this one. I mean, look at that beast on there. We're going to have a look at closer at that in a moment. And finally, sprue number 4. The Chaplain, the limited edition Chaplain, comes on its own sprue, which I'll go through with you in a minute. But let's have a look at the other details in here. Now you do have quite a thick booklet. This is really quite high quality, this is. And this is the building instructions for all of the models. Starting with the, who is this guy? I believe it's the company master, that's it. Balthazar, oh, it's got a name. Veteran Sergeants, Librarian, Heavy Weapon guy. And you got the Terminators. And the bikes, which is what, about 4 pieces to build a bike, or 4 or 5, very little. It's going to be very quick to build these, very quick indeed. And they're really good thick quality paper as well. This is not the usual pamphlet sort of like stuff. And then of course you've got the Chosen, which are incredible models, which I'll show you shortly. And of course the Hellbrute, what a model. So there's your mini construction booklet. You also have the Interrogator Chaplain has his own stat card, which is a really nice high gloss, high quality stat sheet. Nice bit of narrative there on the picture, and of course the building instructions, which are incredibly simple. And like I say, the stat sheet, which is a real nice touch. I like that. I like that a lot. And then another nice part about this is you get a quick reference sheet, which I like this. This is something that I would create normally with the new 6th edition, but don't need to now. Lots of different little references there, you know, because you know what it's like when you're starting to learn a new game system, a new edition of a game system, I should say, and got your reference sheets. Really impressed. I like that a lot. And then of course you have another one here. Excuse me a minute guys. There we go. Another quick reference sheet. And of course you've got stats for all of the minis in the box at a glance, which is nice for the Dark Angels and the Chaos Space Marines. And then once again another quick reference sheet, vehicle damage, advanced weapons and so forth. And on the other side another standard quick reference sheet. Really nice touch that is. I like that a lot. And then of course you've got and this is a nice quality book, this really is, got a lovely feel to it. The How to Play Dark Vengeance. Read this first, they recommend. Nice artwork on all of the back for references if you're painting your miniatures. But as you can see, the overall quality is really outstanding. And basically this will teach you a quick way of learning how to play the game. Shows you how to use the reference sheets, the movement phase. Let's have a quick flick through. Some scenarios, bit of fluff, shooting at vehicles, It's basically a brief version of the rules on how to play this game, and specifically Vengeance. But yeah, really nice quality, as you can see, guys. And of course, most important for me, the miniature rule book, which is worth its weight in gold. Once again, lovely quality, as you can see. Excellent. And it's a condensed version of the 6th edition rules, which, as running a gaming club, is a godsend, to be honest, because you don't want to be lumbering around a big hardback book. So yeah, awesome. And of course, naturally, you get your standard templates and your back scratchers. So yeah, brilliant. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to move the position of the camera and we'll have a closer look at some of the minis. Okay, so that what we got on this sprue, we have some Terminators on here. The Terminator detail is really lovely. Hopefully you'll be able to see that clearly. They're every bit as detailed as the Space Hulk minis that GW released a while back. Obviously on the sprue you have a mix of different things, so like this here is part of the Librarian, I think, yeah. Lovely detail. I know I keep saying it, guys, but there is some absolutely bang on minis here. Really dynamic poses as well, which is what I like a lot. The bikes are pretty sweet, they really are. I like the wings on the back. Standard Space Marine bike with the embellishments of the Dark Angels on there. The Terminator models look really sweet as well, with the wings and so forth. And then of course you got the heavy weapons for the tactical squad. Yeah, really cool. I like the way this Marine torso here is holding the plasma gun in a more of a one-handed pose, and I like the fact that they've actually pre-drilled it as well, which makes a nice change. Okay, so let's have a look at another one. Right then, bikes on here again. You got your standard Space Marine TAC Marines on there, which look cool, and of course some of the really awesome Chaos Cultists. They look staggering, they do. I'm really looking forward to painting some up. And what really I like about these an awful lot is you can still see that element of Imperial Guard about them, which is a really nice touch. To me they do. They look like Imperial Guard guys that have just basically been lost to the chaos. Excellent Terminator bodies once again. All very simple to construct and build. I mean, just look at the bikes. Brilliant. The castings are really good as well. I'd say I'm fairly impressed with that. And once again you have yet another sprue with the same sort of thing. However, these, let me just turn this one around, guys. Yes, these start to feature some of the Chaos Chosen, I think it is, on here. I'm not a Chaos player, so it'll take me a while to get used to some of them, but highly detailed they really are. I mean, just looking at that backpack alone is incredible. Incredible detail. That one's got a bolter slung on the back. Awesomeness, they really are. And of course, last but not least, the Hellbrute. And I think it's a Chaos Lord of some form, but oh my god, the detail on this thing is unbelievable. It really is. And just look at some of these chosen bodies with the rib cages showing, and here we go. If we turn this one around here, and actually getting in camera would be a benefit. But look at them, unbelievable, unbelievable detail. I can see it taking a long time to build and paint, well, not build, to paint some of these models. And look at that backpack with the spinal column on. Amazing. It really is amazing. So yeah, overall, guys, a fantastic set of minis. Now I've built a couple up. I've actually built the Master. I think it. Do you know what? I think it's Company Master. I think they call him, or something like that. Very simple model to put together. And as you can see, he's in a very, you know, on the boss sort of like pose, but highly detailed. And it's going to be a real blast to paint this guy. But the one I'm really impressed with is the limited edition Chaplain, which I think is really outstanding. superb detail on it. It's a nice dynamic pose as well. You've got trim on the underside of the cape there, and of course you've got it all over the back as well, which is going to be really nice to paint up, the typical Dark Angels iconography. And I like the smoke wisps coming from the sort of like lantern things that are at the top of his backpack as well. I think it's great. It's absolutely superb model, and they're all going to be really awesome when they're painted up. I do plan on painting the whole setup, and it is literally a game in a box. So, you know, if you don't want to add to the army at any point, then you don't have to. If you don't particularly want to do a massive Dark Angels army or a Chaos army, just stick with the box contents. You can easily play games with just those standard Marines and Chaos minis. But altogether, I think it's a really beautiful set. I really do. So, there it is, guys. Dark Vengeance. That's the contents of the box. I suggest you go and get one, guys, because it's definitely worth it, especially with all the added little extras that you get in there. So yeah, cheers for watching, guys. Don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.